I'm Phil Gallo with Variety, and I'm joined from Scotland, Sons and Daughters.
Hey.
You guys have a new album out, produced by Bernard Butler of Suede. This one's kind of, the sound's evolving.
When we started writing the record, it all sounded really like the last one, and we just didn't want that. We wanted to do something new. Every record we do want it to be something fresh and surprising for people to listen to. So I don't know. I guess we were listening to like loads of pop music and 60s. Garage and soul music and all that, and I guess all that together just kind of makes the record the way it is,
You guys at one point worked just like it was going to a job. I'm guessing in a barn in Scotland, and it was just like 8-hour shifts, day-long shifts.
Yeah, we went up north to a place called Ardfern, and it was a little house on a hill with a converted barn. That we made into a little kind of makeshift studio, and we just got up every day and went up there and just played around and jammed really and recorded little bits and pieces that formed the songs eventually. But it was quite a relaxed process. We had quite a bit of time to write this time compared to the album before, so it was a lot more kind of organic and relaxed, and we could be quite we could be a lot more adventurous, I suppose, because we had the time to do it.
For this record, though, you've created, obviously sound that really emphasizes your vocals.
Thank you. That was a lot to do with Bernard, and he sort of pushed my confidence quite a lot. I went to see Johnny Rotten's vocal coach, Tona DeBrett, who's in the Sex Pistols film, right? I went to see her, and she was really good, and she really kind of helped me.
When you go and remove all the outside influences, you're kind of left to just rely on what you already know. There's not things that are informing you, as you go about your day-to-day.
That's why we went to the country to write, was because everything we were writing that was sounding the same was because we were writing in the same place that we wrote all the other stuff. And we thought, well, the best thing to do is get away from any kind of we got away from our friend, not in a bad way, but we got away from our friends who, because it's distracting and you want to go out with them and you want to go into the city and hang out in Glasgow. So we thought, the best thing to do is just isolate ourselves and do that.
England seems to really love their London bands, their Manchester bands. When you show up and you say, we're Scottish, does that have an effect?
The shoulders just go, No, I think a lot of people really love Scotland and Glasgow and Glaswegian music, and people are quite interested by that fact. Especially when we come over here, places like coming to, Austin or New York, say, people are like, oh, you're from Glasgow. It'll be interesting to see what happens in America, because we've not been here for such a long time. Hopefully some of our fans from the last couple of tours will come out and see us. Please come.
Well, I literally, when I got the record, I'm like, oh yeah, I know this band. Who are they? And looked on the internet, and it was when I saw the picture of the last album. I went, oh, I love that album. It's one of those names, Sons and Daughters, that you kind of like
easily forgettable.
Or
totally generic.
People do things that are sort of like. What made you guys go with that name?
It comes from the Bob Dylan song "Times They Are A-Changin'."
All right, that's about all I needed to ask you. So I appreciate you all for your time, and
thank
good
you.
luck here in Austin.
Thank you.
Thanks.